What's up, people? It's the Country CEO back again with another video giving you the game about getting started in the dump truck business. Glad you enjoyed those other two videos that I've made. Go check them out if you haven't on this channel, the Country CEO. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you get all the game on getting started in the dump truck business and other things, business and entrepreneurship. This video is about money needed to get started in the dump truck business. I received a question and some messages about getting started. How do I get started as relates from a monetary point of view? So this video is about money that is needed to get started on that dump truck path, being successful, and to get off to a great start. Well, first thing you need to do is you need to have a down payment. Obviously, to get a truck that's in reasonable range, just let's say $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, you are going to need some sort of down payment in most cases. If you've never been in the trucking business or in business in general, then there's a such thing that a lot of people don't know about as business credit, or as we say in the trucking business, truck credit. And all that simply means is that you might have good personal credit that may be good, and you should. But then also there's this thing of truck credit whereby commercial lenders you may not have a track record of having made commercial loans. So in any event, on that first go round of getting a truck, you may have to have a down payment or some type of collateral. All right. And so for monetary value, you will need, let's just say you'll need a down payment anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000. All right. And so down payment is going to be needed to get the truck. That is your biggest investment. Obviously, you need the truck in order to be able to be in business, right? All right, so you need money for a down payment. All right, so what if your credit is not where it needs to be? There are a couple of avenues that you can follow that may still be able to allow you to get into business, especially if you got the cash but you don't have the credit. And one of those ways is that sometimes, especially on our end, there's guys that be looking to perhaps get out of the business. Maybe you might catch somebody or in that situation, or you may catch somebody that wants to upgrade and might let somebody take over the notes of the one that they got down because they've been trying to sell it for a while and can't sell it. So there's a way to put the word out there that you're looking to take up the notes on a situation. Somebody might let you lease to own a dump truck that way. And then also there's lots, truck lots, places that sell trucks that do their own in-house financing. And so you can go to those places and they're a little bit more eager to try to get you in a truck regardless to what your credit history is. It may still need a little down payment. Some instances not. They'll just let you take over it for a minimal cost, right? All right, and so two ways. If your credit is not that great, nothing to be ashamed of. Don't let that hinder you or stop you. Look for someone that might let you take up the notes and just pay them the note, or you can go to a truck lot that does in-house financing. There are those around the country that do that. All right. My particular route was, and I don't mind sharing this with you, is that I was able to have a decent enough credit to get a line of credit that I used to obtain for a down payment. Right. Let me say that again. I had good enough credit to get a line of credit, all right, that was used for the down payment on a truck. My credit was fairly good, so I didn't have any problem. I ended up putting $5,000 down on my first truck, got financed, bought a truck that was about $40,000, $50,000, something like that. It's been 20 years, so excuse me if I don't remember the exact amount. But I was able to put the down payment down, I think note somewhere like $1,400, $1,500 a month, which was manageable for me. And I paid that truck off in 3 years of working it, all right, with no sweat. All right, and so that's kind of like how my route that I needed. All right, but you're going to need some capital for some other things to be in business, right? All right, your second most probably highest expense is going to be insurance. And insurance, depending on where state you're in, can be a high expense, but it is a needed expense. Though adage goes, it's best to have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. Right? But I'm here to tell you, you can't even work anywhere. They want your proof of insurance off top, right? All right, and so I said on our last video about $1 million coverage is the ideal thing. But if you need to start at 500,000, some companies will still take 500,000 and let you work. All right, but you got to have insurance. Down payment is going to probably run you somewhere around 1,000 to 1,500 down, right, for your insurance. All right, gotta have it. Next expense of insurance, workman's comp. If you're driving yourself, you don't necessarily have to have it. We got a company now on our end that's now all of a sudden requiring that even if you drive the truck yourself, they want you to have workman's comp on you. But in most cases, you don't have to have workman's comp if you're driving the truck yourself. All right, but if you're going to put a drive on the truck, you're going to have workman's comp. You're looking at another $400 or $500 down for something like that. All right, I mentioned on one of the previous videos, as we were talking about money that you're going to need to get started, road taxes. Road taxes for a tri-axle dump truck is rated out at $364 a month. You do have, I think, 60 days to pay that $364 after you purchase the truck. So you got to pay your road taxes in order to be legit with that. And let me tell you how they make sure you pay that. Even if you don't pay it then, come around to that next year when you get ready to renew your tag for the trucks, you got to bring the certificate from the IRS showing where you paid the road taxes. So they're going to get it either sooner or later from you, or else you won't even be able to renew your tag. All right. Also, you need capital getting started for other truck needs that may pop up when you're getting started. Things pop up. You never know. You always got a plan for the unknown. So you're going to need capital for that. All right. So it's good to have a couple thousand for that. All right. And then also fuel to get started. Money needed to get started in the dump truck business. You're going to have money for fuel to get started. All right, I would suggest anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 for that, because typically you put that first week in the hole, you work all that week for a company. Most of them you won't get paid until that following Friday, which means you will actually run 2 weeks in a row, all right, off of fuel before you actually get that first check, right? And so you need to be able to roll that truck for 2 weeks straight before you can even expect to get that first check, right? And then watch this. Some companies pay every 2 weeks. Most pay every week, but some pay every 2 weeks. And just so happen you come in on a company pay every 2 weeks, that means you would have to roll every 3 weeks before you get a check, right? All right, and so I don't want to steer you wrong. I want to tell you the right thing is best to plan for those things ahead of time, because you don't want any issue of having to sit at home while there's work out there while you got to wait on a check to come so you can just get fuel to run. All right, and so you need money for fuel, unforeseen things. So you need extra capital. All right, so what have we talked about? Money to get started in dump truck business. You need money for a down payment on a truck, and then you need capital for insurance, fuel, unforeseen circumstances, fuel on truck. Well, I got one more. You're going to need to pay yourself in the meantime before a check comes, right? You may have some bills that are due personally that need to be paid before that first check comes, right? So you want to plan for that. All right, and so you want to make sure that you can have enough capital to pay yourself for 2 weeks before you get that first check. All right, and so I'm going to give you a grand total of what we're talking about at the end of this video of money that just an estimate that you need to get started in the dump truck business. All right, so let me give you the flip side of this, why all of this is needed up front. All right, there's some reasons why inadequate capital will kill you, right? Number one, you got weeks in the hole. You may have to wait on that first initial check, right? Then maintenance issues. What if you have a blowout on the tire? What if the truck breaks down? All right, you're in trucking business. What runs, what's mechanical, at some point or another, we'll have breakdowns, we'll have issues, right? All right, and then, of course, under unforeseen circumstances. All right, and so that's the reason why inadequate capital can kill you. If you don't have enough to get started, you'll be out of business before you can get started good if you don't plan for those things. All right, so how much money are we talking about? My suggestion for anybody would to have anywhere between 10 and 20K to get started. 10 and 20K. When I first started 20 years ago, I didn't need that much. I started for about 12. All right, but things are higher, expenses are higher, trucks are higher, insurance is higher, fuel is higher. So I'm suggesting that you need anywhere between 10 to 20K to get started comfortable, to be able to have a cushion. So if something goes wrong, which in business, anybody will tell you things do go wrong, it won't put you out of business before you get started. All right, and so this is the money that is needed to make an adequate, good start in the dump truck business that will assure you success as relates to having the right amount of money. All right. And so, as again, we appreciate you tuning in to the Country CEO. Always saying to you, if you want to shine, you sure enough got to grind. hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, make a comment in the comment section. I'll respond to you. Share this video, hit that like button. Let us know how you appreciate this information. Till the next time, the Country CEO, peace out.